What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we are going to be reviewing the all-new Brunswick Ethos Solid. Now, I'm particularly looking forward to this ball because I did like the Ethos Hybrid, and it'd be interesting to see what this is going to look like as a solid. I just hope that it's not too smooth like the hybrid was. So that's a little bit of my worries. Before we get into any more details, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd super appreciate it. If you like this jersey, efx.co, promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, there should be a link where you can order the ball spinner, all that good stuff. The chamois is out of stock again. I apologize. I'm gonna try to order more for this third run of chamois. But thank you guys to everyone who has bought one. I really appreciate it. So let's talk about the Ethos Solid. It features the Ethos core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.48 and a max differential of 0.053. So this is gonna be that strong, symmetric core type bowling ball. And then all of that is wrapped around the SH 4.0 solid cover stock that comes out of box at a 2000 finish. Now, with the layout, I have been struggling to find a symmetric ball layout, man, basically since I went two-handed. So one of the things I'm trying with this run of balls is taking my asymmetric layout that I really like and kind of tweaking it a little bit to see if I can get something that I do like. So the layout on this one is 5 1/4 by 4 by 3 3/4. So we're gonna be here on a mostly fresh, typical house shot at South Point. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking about this Ethos Solid? The picture online made it look more blue than what it actually is. When you get up close, you can see a lot of green in the cover. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, coming up is gonna be the very first shot on this Ethos Hybrid. This lane is on fire, like Alicia Keys. This lane is on fire, or whatever she said. So these lanes are hooking a lot. I just reviewed the Paragon Shadow on this lane, and I had to be pretty far left, keeping my angle shut down. And like I said, this ball has never gone down the lane. This is gonna be the very first time it goes down the lane. And we're gonna take a guess based off that Paragon, and then we'll make an adjustment here accordingly. Okay, so there's like a smooth patch there where the ball just like never hooks, and I think I hit it, but it's still, I think it's gonna be weaker than that Paragon Shadow. So we're gonna reset this, and we're gonna move right a little bit off that shot. And I think that'll be the right move. You know, it's tough because this is a benchmark type ball, and I'm bowling on not a situation when I would throw a benchmark ball. So definitely keep that in mind as we go through throughout this video. We'll move a little bit right here. So I got it right and it hooked a ton. I'm gonna stay there and shut my angle down a little bit. I mean, we're 0 for 2, but I think this is part of the process. These one takes, you know, is showing every shot, how we get lined up. I think my feet are in the right spot. I think I just need to move my eyes in a little bit. Let's see what this looks like here. Okay, so that's too smooth from there. Next move I think is gonna be move left and try to shape it a little bit more. Kind of use that bounce to the right. Again, it's tough to really grade the ball because of what I'm bowling on. So let's move left and just do the two-hander thing and see if that works. There we go, so that's close. I mean, we're 0 for 4 to start. Not the best start ever, but I don't think I need to strike to really gauge a bowling ball, if that makes sense. I think that this ball is supposed to be early, smooth, round, and it's doing that. You know, it's not my fault. It's not the ball's fault that I suck. But that flat 10 is okay. I'm okay with that. So I'll move 2 right off that. Oh, I mean, that's a lot of 9 counts. And let's try moving right, shutting our angle down, and speeding up. I'm 0 for 5 so far with this ball, 0 for 5. All 9 counts? Yeah. All right, let's try to move right and kind of rifle one. And see what this looks like here. No. 0 for 6, 0 for 7. It's too smooth for what I'm bowling on. But that was definitely not the right move. That hooked immediately. So I think the move is still a little bit in. This is fine. I mean, it happens. I'm not gonna strike a ton with every single ball. All right, let's try this. Oh, bad shot. Yeah, there's like a spot there where the ball just doesn't hook. Huh. Learning curve. Oh for 8. Hey, when in doubt, circle the lane. All right, we're just gonna move left. Try to find something here. Okay, and then that hooks. All right, I'm a little frustrated now. So I move left and it hooked from there. Let's move a little bit more left, maybe speed up a little bit. Definitely not gonna rate this ball based on what I'm seeing right now, because these lanes are not fresh and this ball is probably designed for the fresh. But let's get a little bit more left. I saw my ball hook, that's the important part. Little loft through the front. Wow. All right, well, it's funny because I want you guys to watch the Paragon Shadow review because I struck a ton in that video. And I have not thrown a strike yet with this ball. All right, so I'm gonna stay in that spot left. I'm gonna move up on the approach and give it time to hook. See if I can get through that, that wet spot down lane. All right, hey, we're close. We 9-pinned. Yo, this is hilarious. Hey, we're 7 minutes into a 1 take and no strikes. You heard? 7 minutes into a 1 take and no strikes. I just 9-pinned once right now for the first time. All right, we're gonna move a little bit left off that 9-pin. Then we 4-pin. All right, that's clearly not the right move. I mean, now I have to keep going till I strike, right? Like, there's no way I could just not strike with a ball. Hey, you imagine a ball review with no strikes? That's where I'm at right now. All right, let's try to play a little bit straighter again, up the speed, because that is not the right move, clearly. Hey! 1 for 1, baby. Hit it with some surface. Hit it with some surface. I'll watch the next shot. All right, let's see if I can repeat that last shot there. Get everything nice and tall. Get my feet moving here. Look, I'm not gonna say this ball sucks because what I'm bowling on. But for what I am bowling on, this ball sucks. I don't need anything this early, this smooth, but I can only bowl what the lanes put out here. And I think it's just a product of that, right? This ball is supposed to be early, smooth, round, and it checks all those boxes. What I'm bowling on does not, I don't need something like that. Yeah, you just need more friction. So I'll throw one more strike and I'll wrap this up. This one's gonna be 10 back here. There we go. So if you're looking for a ball that's very early, very round, very smooth, you know, this is, I was gonna say this is a good one, but I haven't struck at all in this ball. I can think of a few other options that I would like better. For example, the Paragon Shadow, I think is a better ball than this Ethos Solid. I'll try this again on a fresh house shot, but until then, that's where we're at. I struck twice.